Hey everybody, I'm Pastor Nick McRae and you're watching Helpful Hebrew, where we learn a new Hebrew word every day. Over the past few days, we've been learning the Shema, the ancient statement of faith of the people of Israel. And so far we've learned Shema Yisrael, and then today's word, Yahweh, the personal name of God. Oftentimes you'll see it written as we see here, which is just consonants. It looks like YH, VH. And there's a whole host of complicated reasons why we write it like that, and often instead of just spelling it out. One of those reasons is that this name was considered so sacred by the Hebrew people that they just wouldn't say the name. Instead, they would either just spell it out, or they might even say, usually would say the word Adonai, which means my Lord. And that's actually the reason that if you look at your Bible in English translation, almost always you'll see the Lord many times in the Old Testament, the Lord, and you'll often see it in little sort of small capital letters. And when you see that, what you can know is that the Hebrew word behind it is this name, God's personal name that was considered too holy to speak out loud. Another interesting thing about this word, Yahweh, is kind of this. We have some ideas about what the origin of the word might be or what it might mean. And one of those is, if we think about Exodus chapter 3, let's look at that one first. The story of Moses and the burning bush, right? Moses comes upon this burning bush, and this bush, God is speaking out of this bush to Moses and sort of reveals God's name. And what the bush says, what God says that God's name is I am who I am, Ehyeh asher ehyeh. And that word ehyeh comes from the same root hai, which means being. And so the same root is behind this word Yahweh. So it has something to do with being, the one who is, right? I am, the one who is. And we can also look at Genesis chapter 3 and see that when the woman comes into creation, that she is named Chava, or Eve, as we would say now. But Chava means the one who lives, the living one, and it comes from an ancient root that means life, and it looks almost exactly like the root of this word here. So we might say that Yahweh has something to do with living. So it's the one who is, or the one who lives, or the one who is life, something like that. So Shema Yisrael Yahweh is what we have so far. So join us again tomorrow as we learn the next word in the Shema.